welcome to Flosstube. Today I'm going to do my first floss tube ever. It's the middle of January, it's the 12th. I know I said the 13th like a million times in this video, but it's actually the 12th. I'm just trying it out to see how it goes. I realized afterwards like the tablecloth I used is not the greatest pattern, so please, I'm sorry about that. I will find a better tablecloth that doesn't have that weird like eye effect going on, but check out what I've been working on so far, and I wanted to get some of my goals for the year up on this channel just so I can kind of hold myself accountable. It really worked last year for groceries, so I'm hoping that it'll work again this year for my cross stitching. As always, please like and subscribe and leave a comment like, what are you guys working on this year? You guys doing stitching? You doing other self-care tasks? I'm all about self-care for 2023. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys are having a fabulous week.
Hello and welcome to Flosstube. Today is Thursday, I think it's the 13th of January, and I thought I would try filming my first floss tube. I have tried filming this a couple times, but you know, it's hard to find a good location in my house, and I'm really hoping that there's not glare, like the glare issues that I'm having with my puzzles. But I just kind of wanted to go over some of the stuff that I have been working on, and then what my plans are for 2023. I did a lot of stitching last year. Well, I did more stitching last year in 2022 than I have been doing the previous couple years. And most of the work that I did was on my alphabet zoo. And I know it's still in the Q-snap, it's loosened, it's not tight or anything like that, but I want this finished. I really wanted to finish this by the end of the year, but because of illness in December, I wasn't able to. You know, family takes priority, and I just didn't get around to stitching on it for almost the entire month of December, so there's no way. And I remembered why I skipped, so when it's blocks, right? I remembered why I skipped this block, and it's because it's kind of going to be hard to count. So this pattern is so old. This is for my daughter who is 9. This is how long it's taken me to finish this one. But this is a dimensions one, and I checked Amazon and it is still on there, so I will link it down in the description. It's a really cute one, and it's very unisex. Like, you could have it for a boy or a girl. So after this, I do need to stitch one for my son. I have a couple of ideas of which ones I'm going to do, but I'm not really like 100% set on that. I mean, he's older. He's almost 7, so by the time I get this one done, he'll probably be 7. I have not started any of the backstitch on this, and I hate backstitch, so that's going to be my biggest challenge finishing this up, is doing all the backstitching. I'm not going to get this done by the end of January. My goal is to get, let's see, it's the 13th. Maybe I can try and get the stitching done by the end of the month, and then in February try and get the backstitching done. But I do have some other stuff I want to talk about, so let's move on to that. Let's see if I can keep this on my table. This is another one that I found when I was, so we moved about 7 years ago, and then we had another kid, and then I went back to work, and my stitching kind of took a backseat for a very long time, like five years, I would say. So a lot of these projects I did start back in 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. And I never worked on them. So this is one of them. This is a Plum Street sampler, and it's called Halloweenies. And I got the fire hydrant partially done, but I love Halloween and I love dachshunds. So I don't know if you can still get this one, but I want to try and finish this one this year too. This one's harder because the fabric is a lot smaller of a count. I don't remember, it's been so long, what count I used, but I'm hoping to finish this one this year, maybe in time for Halloween, huh? I don't know if I can do that, but there's that. And then this one is my BAP. It's Computer Wizard. It's Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's Computer Wizard by Randall Spangler. I love Randall Spangler. I have a lot of his patterns, and then I'm also going to try and get some puzzles with his artwork. So this is the first page, and I believe there's 89 or 88 pages. So this was back when I started these back when everybody was bobbinating their floss. So the floss is still in here, bobbinated. And I just taped the cover, the front page of the pattern to this. But this one is 525 stitches wide by 751 high. So it's a huge pattern. I mean, this thing, if I pull this, let's put that away. If I pull this out, the fabric, it's, you know, and I know it's horrible how I've stored this, but this was one of the first pieces I ever did, the big pieces. So live and learn. I've learned a lot more about how to store my cross stitching since then. And this has actually been on the Q-snap since 2015, which I think is the last time I worked on it. But it's been loosened, and I'm just not going to worry about it too much, you know. And I've heard also that this is the pre-dyed, pre-gridded fabric. I've also heard that if you let it sit for too long, that it may not wash out as well. But this is a full coverage piece, and as long as it washes out decently enough on the edges, I think I'll be okay. So that's my second one. I don't know if I'm going to work on that one this year. It's huge. I mean, maybe my goal can be to finish a page. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Do you think I could finish like a page? I don't know. This one is also on a small count, so I have to use my light, and that hurts my eyes. So the other one I want to finish this year for sure is my Quick Stitch Literate Dragon. This one is also one that I have bobbinated. So this one is only 175 by 177 stitches. So this one is actually not that bad. You can see, I'll try and keep the glare. I love the colors in it. They're all beautiful. But this one you can see, like, this right here is the first page. So I think to here. So it's not that big. There's only, I think there's not even 2 full pages across, I don't think. Or maybe it's 2.5 pages across, and then it's only like 1.5 pages down. So it's not a super big piece. So I think I can probably finish this one this year. And if I finish this one this year, then I can focus on my computer wizard for next year. So that's kind of where I'm thinking for my Randall Spangler ones. And then I also wanted to show you a couple others that I have. And I did have more patterns from Heaven and Earth Designs, but I had got a new computer and I updated it, and somehow I lost like most of my files. And I don't know if you know about Heaven and Earth Designs, but if you lose the files, especially if they're ones you bought, you know, several years ago previously, you do not get them back. You have to rebuy them. And I don't even remember what they all were. So now I print them out when I buy them. So this is Mini Sunday Delight. This is another Randall Spangler from Heaven and Earth Designs. And this one is 225 by 222 for stitches, which is like 9 by almost 9 on 25 count. So it's not too big. It's very beautiful. I just have the I don't even think this is all the threads. I think this is just ones that I already had on hand. So I don't know when I'm going to start this one. Ideally, I would finish the Literate Dragon and then start this one this year. But the one that I'm really excited about is this one. It's Amulet and Emmeline by Leslie Ann Ivory. It's like a rag doll with a cat and a quilt. And this one is beautiful. I can't show the pattern, but it's beautiful. And it's, you know, 339 by 337 stitches. So 13.5 by about 13.5 on 25 counts. So this one also has a lot of, I mean, all of these have at least 90 colors, but I do have fabric for this one. It's this pre-gridded fabric, and then I've started to like get my floss into bobbins. But now that I've heard that people do floss drops instead, that seems so much easier. So I may just do floss drops for this one. I'm gonna have to buy floss drops though, because I don't have enough. I mean, I need 90. So we'll see. I also kind of don't want to start another one until I've finished one, because I know that, like, especially with the Heaven and Earth Designs, you don't use the whole thread, right? You don't use the whole skein. So I'm gonna have a lot of duplicates, and I'm already finding that I do have a lot of duplicates, and I'd rather finish one, especially with, if you're using the same artist, like Randall Spangler, a lot of the colors are the same, right? He has themes that he does. So I may like poach and organize. I did finish one Heaven and Earth Designs many years ago. It was the Cairns birdwing butterfly. It was yellow and green, and all those threads are still in the container. I have not pulled them out and added them to like my general stockpile of threads. So I don't want that to happen to all the other ones. That's why I kind of feel like I want to just work on a bunch of projects that don't require me to buy more thread. So I have so much thread, you guys. It's ridiculous. Someday maybe I'll show you, but I don't know. So one of the things I wanted to work on this year is I get these World of Cross Stitching magazines, and this is the most recent one. I think this is December, but since I'm in the US and this is a UK magazine, they come like way late. Like I get them several weeks after everybody in the UK does. So I have a subscription. I'll link that down in the description on Amazon. It's like $40 a year, I think. But there's really good patterns in there. And every month you get free stuff. So this month it was this thank you card. And I think what my goal is going to be for this month, I have tons of these. I literally probably have 20 in a bin. And I've started letting my kids like kind of dig through and do some of them. But I think this year, just so that I'm stitching every month, I'm gonna do the free thing in there every month. I think that's gonna be my goal. So this month I'm gonna do this thank you card. I was also thinking about doing a pattern out of the magazine every month, but I think that's taking on too much. And one of the, part of self-care is not overwhelming yourself with tasks. And my goal this year, which I will link my goals post as well. There's gonna be a lot of links in the description. Maybe you guys should just look at it and see what else I post. But is self-care, right? Is to take some time to relax and do the things that I love. And if I know myself, and I don't know if you guys are like this too, but if I put too much pressure on myself to complete projects, they become way less fun. So I think I'm not gonna do one of the patterns in the magazine every month. I think I'm just gonna do the small card. The cards typically, the small patterns they send typically take 4 to 5 hours. So, like over the course of a week, I could just stitch for an hour a day, missing days, and it would be done. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. This one, I really liked the, this pattern. So, and then this one up here is a stitch along. I don't know if you can see that without the glare. It's like a sweet stitch along. So I may do this one as well, but not like at the same pace that everybody else is doing, right? It's already the middle of January and I haven't started it. So I may not do it at the same pace, but I really like the idea of doing a stitch along. So that's that for that. The other thing is, the next thing I want to talk about, I guess, is this. I bought this book last spring with the intention of starting it when it first came out and doing a whole series on it. This Emily Ferris. She is a fabulous embroiderer that I follow on Instagram. I have never done actual embroidery. I've always only done cross stitch. So this is like a beginner's guide to how to do it. And I'm not going to show the pictures, but there's several of them and they start with the seasons. So I think what I'm going to do is this year I'm going to start it. And it starts with a dandelion is the first picture, which she doesn't show on here. But that's the one I'm going to start with. And I'm probably not going to start it till April or May. So I may film it and maybe we can do it together if you guys want to order this book. I'll link it in the bottom, or I'll link it the Amazon on there, and also maybe her Instagram. If you guys want to do it together with me, then let me know in the comments. I think it might be something that I'm going to do this year because I really want to learn how to embroider. I think it would be so much fun to just try it. And these projects are supposed to be, they teach you like a lot of the basic stitches. So I'm hopeful for that. The other thing, oh, so much glare, so much glare. This is in a magazine from, I don't remember when this one's from. It's probably last spring or summer. Oh, it's summer cottage. So it's probably summer, but I really like this pattern, pattern. Both my daughter and I love this one. So one of my goals is to stitch this. And I don't know if I'll get to it this year because I really want to finish up some of the projects I've already started. But I'm going to work on it. I'm going to poach stuff. Once I finish up the Randall Spangler and probably the Halloweeny one and my alphabet, my Zoo alphabet, then I can probably start poaching some threads from other patterns. So I do want to get this one done at least started this year because I love it. It's so beautiful. The other one that I talked about a little bit in one of my, I have posted this one on Instagram and Twitter. This is the Autumn Love that I bought last fall, and it's by Lori Holt. And this I bought through, what's it called? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. I'll link it. I'm totally blanking. I just got an email. Fat Quarter Shop. That's who it's through. So you can buy it through Fat Quarter Shop, and it's not like it's a long one. Like it's pretty big when it's finished. It's huge, but the stitches are pretty easy. They're all mostly full crosses, and I just want to do this one. I didn't have a chance to start it last fall because I was making myself wait until I finished my zoo alphabet, but I do have all the supplies for it. So I bought the thread kit. I know that I don't need more thread, but mentally I just didn't want to dig through all my thread and then have to go to the store to figure out, like, I just didn't want to deal with it. So I bought the thread, and then I got the floss keeper for it too. This is the first like floss keeper I've bought, and I thought it was really cute. So it'll be good for smaller projects. It won't work for the Heaven and Earth Designs ones because they typically have around 90 threads. So, but it'll work for this one, and like the Halloweeny one, it would have worked for that one too. So I'm going to use this for other stuff. And then I bought some cloth. I think this is the right one to go with it, this barley. I think it's the right size. So this is a 25 count even weave. It's 19 by 27. So I'm pretty sure it's the right size. And if it's not, I'll use it for something else. And then it came with this like quilt book in it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the quilt book. I do have done some quilting, but it's been a really long time. And my sewing machine is not out, and I don't really have space for it right now, so I'm not really sure if I'll be able to do any quilting this year. I'm hoping to do some sewing, but I don't know about quilting because quilting takes up a lot of space. So that's it for today. I'm excited about this little thank you card. We'll see what it is next month. Maybe next month I'll do the bookmark. I just thought it would be like a good, even if I don't get into doing my big projects, this is like a good little side project to do that will keep me still stitching and enjoying it. So that's what I'm going to do this month, or this year. So for this month, my goal, I guess, through the end of the month is to finish this and work on my zoo alphabet. So I may take a look at my quick stitch, but we'll see. I don't know. I really want to finish that zoo alphabet. It's like wearing on me that I haven't finished it. I don't know if you guys have projects like that you're just like, I need to finish this. Like I needed to finish this several years ago. So I'm going to keep working on it. And then of course I'm working on my puzzles, and I just ordered a diamond painting that I'm going to try, and it's a bigger one. So it's not a Heaven and Earth Designs. They're a little bit on the pricey side, and I couldn't justify spending like, I don't remember how much they are, but I think it's over $100. So I just couldn't justify it at the start of the year because I did just buy a ton of puzzles. But for cross stitching, I really want to work through what I already have. I have tons of these little kits. I have tons of magazines that, like this one, there's a lot of patterns in them. There is a llama one I really want to do. So I want to really work this year on using up my thread that I have, because it does get old, and just working on all the projects that I've already started and trying to get as much done as I can. So I'll keep you guys updated. I think I'll do mid-month updates for my cross stitching for my Flosstube. Just because I have so many grocery things happening at the start of the month, I'll probably do mid-month updates on this. So come follow me on Twitter if you'd like. It's at Oscoe, and then Instagram too is OscoeZamp. So as always, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys are having a great year and you're getting some stitching in, and self-care, man. Self-care is where it's at. Make sure you get some time to rest. Don't, even if it's 10 minutes, just watching YouTube videos or watching TV for 10 minutes, just make sure you get a little bit of downtime every day. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you, and I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks.
Thank you for watching our very first ever Flosstube. Just looking over my stitching made me really excited to start again. I am trying to finish up the If Fish Could Walk puzzle though this week because I want to do it my first timed one in a long time this weekend. But I think I'm gonna maybe start my thank you card that I need to do for my freebie for the month. At least get it started and so I at least get part of it done. But thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. I hope you guys are finding time to work on whatever it is that you love to do, be it cross stitch, gardening, outdoors, going to sports games, whatever it is you guys like doing. I'm all about self-care this year, so I hope you guys are also able to get some of that done. As always, please like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a fabulous week. Thanks.